I'm PJ Preston. I'm an artist from Basingstoke. I work mainly in cyanotypes, but I'm also a great believer in the power of drawing. And this week I spent a few hours in the wonderful gardens at Gilbert White's below the beach hangar, creating cyanotypes and making some drawings. And my goodness, it looks like I've got the place to myself. Gilbert White's house is very warm and has a welcoming feel about it. It's been wonderfully curated. I love the hand-embroidered "Please sit here" that's draped over a comfy looking armchair in one of the rooms that just encourages you to stay a little longer and look at the view through the window. Gilbert White's sense of wonder at the natural world is reflected back at you in a way which invokes your own curiosity. Well, it did mine. I'm working on a series of site-based cyanotypes, which is an historical photographic process that uses sunshine to make images and chemicals, and based on the plants and flowers in Gilbert White's garden. The sun is playing nicely, so stage one complete. Always have high hopes at this stage, but we'll see how they turn out. It is a very haphazard art. You never really know what the results are going to be, but that's what I like about it. Okay, while I was just setting up here to do a little bit of painting, wind blew up, two of them blew away. But I've rescued them, I'm just going to pack them up, and the other two I'm going to keep a closer eye on. So these are some that I made in the spring. Sycamore leaves, mainly using things that I'd found on the ground. I was amazed by the ginkgo biloba tree, and the leaves of this beautiful fan shape gave a really good effect when exposed to sunlight, and this also has tea as a treatment over the surface. My favourite one is this one from Gilbert's oak. I went round and collected up some of the leaves from it. Oak leaves are a beautiful subject for cyanotype. I particularly like all the little nibbles and insect holes that you can find in them. And this was a fern leaf from the garden. These are actually, I've made a tiny set of postcards that are downloadable for free on my website as a celebration of the 300th birthday. So I don't know if my exhibition of work will still be in the long corridor when people come back to visit. I hope so. I'm actually offering 50% of it, any sales, towards the museum as a thank you for hosting me here. Of course, everyone knows that Gilbert White's Natural History of Selborne has never been out of print, and it's a great read, full of anecdotes that leap across time and make us sharply aware of the changes to our environment today. This is an illustrated version, which I love, and there's a little bit that I'd like to read on in this book. Page 35, this resonated with me. It has been my misfortune never to have had neighbours whose studies have led them towards the pursuit of natural knowledge. After spending a few months at home, I can empathise with that sentiment, and it was the reason that I started a new Facebook group. I've been an organiser of TheBigDraw over the last couple of years, and we've had events where people have come along and done lots of drawing activities en masse, but of course this year we can't do that, so it's going to be virtual. And the theme of the TheBigDraw, which is a campaign to encourage people to draw, is climate for change. So it fitted beautifully with the Gilbert White ethos of getting back to nature and connecting with the nature that's on your doorstep, on windowsills, in back gardens, through the medium of drawing. And we thought it would be fun to link it to the 300th birthday celebrations of Gilbert White. When you watch something wild up close, just for a moment, you can forget yourself and you just follow the movements, look at patterns of whatever it is that you're watching, and that commits it to memory without having to label things. The benefits of spending time with nature and just watching it are immeasurable. Anyone can take a photograph, and that's another way of committing it to memory. But actually, when you pick up a pencil and you try to draw something, you just see so much more. The expectations and outcomes are completely different as well when you make a drawing as opposed to taking a photograph. There's something about the fact that a hand has hovered over a page with a pencil and it's gone through your mind and your heart when you make a drawing. That makes it really special. So I stood this week and made a sketch of a scraggy piece of cow parsley. But it wasn't accuracy I was after, it was peace, and I found it. We hear a lot about STEM these days: science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Hugely important. A lot of artists and educators think that this should actually be, as an acronym, STEAM, putting the art back into it, because without the arts, the other subjects can lack the kind of creativity which leads to innovation and development. I know from my own experience as a teacher for nearly 25 years that art is a way of accessing all areas of the curriculum. The Big Draw is a global campaign to spread the benefits of the arts, and particularly drawing to everyone. And it aligns with Gilbert White's ethos about learning through watching closely. And there's no better way of watching closely than to draw.